you ever felt.
Are you listening? Damn.
All right, this is our weekly outlook call for the week of the 19th of March. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over a few pairs. And then what we're going to do before we go over those pairs and what we're looking for in the market this week, we're going to actually go over how many pips or whatever, or what the moves played out for last week. Now, I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch last week's outlook call. You can go back there and watch that and see what the setups was, but pretty much everything played out really good. So let's start with the DXY. So for those that don't know, the DXY just pretty much represents the dollar. That's it, just the dollar. And we don't really trade it, but we literally mark it up just to see where the dollar is going, so we can be like, okay, if I'm trading gold against the US dollar, I can know that they have a negative correlation. Okay, and I don't want to confuse nobody with that correlation. You know what correlation is. They don't go the same direction, but sometimes you get those moments where gold and the US dollar be going in the same direction. It's just a real crazy frenzy of depending on what's happening in the market at that time. So, but most of the time, for the most part, they do go in opposite directions. So, last week let's see where we were. It's the 12th. So let's find Sunday the 12th. March 12th. Okay. See, is this the right chart? Let me look over here. DXY. Time frame my own. Okay, this chart looks different than the one I actually had. Give me a second. Okay, DXY. And guys, I can literally like unmute your mics if you are on this call, and as people are still coming in, they'll probably come in or watch the replay. This is an interactive call, so you can ask questions. I can try to assist you as much as I possibly can, and we can go from there. So last week we were over in this area. We seen the market like literally gap down. So the dollar gap down, which caused the other pairs to really gap up. And I remember somebody been on call asking, do we trade gaps? But I'm not a person that really get caught up into the gaps, but the market did gap down. And what I was saying last week is that if the market was to keep pushing higher, I would look for it to break above here and then come back and correct and retest this area to even think it's going to keep pushing up any higher. But my bias was more geared towards, after seeing that strong gap down, my bias was more geared towards, okay, possibly the sell here, okay? So the dollar did push down. So we got this break of this blue trend line. This blue trend line is my 4-hour trend line. And we broke through all types of levels of support and resistance zones and pushed back here and retested, and then it fell here. So that played out. Once that played out, I really don't care about counting the pips on this one, because for the simple fact, it's like pointless for me because I don't really even trade it. But I do look at it as far as the direction. So if I'm looking at this right here right now, the dollar maintained this level as a support. It just kept bouncing and consolidating right in this area. And then on, what was day? This is Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, Wednesday, the 15th, price shot up massively. That could have been very much so moves that caused that. So we had really a strong break of structure right in this area here, and then price pushed up and tested this area and then bounced off of this area that it broke previously and then fell right back down. So where we are right now on this dollar is we have a selling dollar right now. And as you can see, even when the market opened up, we got a huge gap. Now, when I was looking at it before, it was like somewhere up in here, but it gapped down really strong. So what I'm looking at right now is to kind of see, I want to sit on my hands with the dollar. I don't be real quick to jump in the market on Sunday unless I see the setup just totally totally screaming, get in, get in, get in, get in. Right now, what I'm looking at is I'm waiting for this to either push down strong and reject at this point right here. Okay. And if it rejects at that point, then I'll say, okay, let me watch how it's acting once it get there to see if it's going to pull back up and retest where it broke from. Y'all follow me? Any questions about that? No questions? Okay. All right. So that's just kind of like right now it's kind of sitting on your hands because when the market is in a really critical area or area where it could actually, you know, do something really well, an area where it rejected from several times. Like if you just look in this area right here, this area was an area where price rejected when it broke through and bounced, kind of pushed down a little bit, pushed back up. Now we kind of sitting back in that same area again. I really can't be like, oh, I know for a fact it's going to do yada, 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 yada. I got to wait for confirmation to see what it's going to do in order for me to get my bias really strong. So what I'll do is like I said, I'm looking to see if it's going to push down here some more and then push up like it did previously here. All these areas right here are rejection areas, and then the price literally pushed back up. Okay. So we got a lot of news this week that's going to affect this as well. So watch out for that. I could pull up the news folder, but you guys know I look at FX, my FX book. I don't really like Forex Factory. I check out here and there, but I do check my FX book because it has everything I need right there. Okay, so and also keep in mind, like this low, if it even stays right in this area, it pretty much hit our negative 61.8 on our fibs. So I can draw out what I'm looking at. So this is just like a little minor structure move here that we have point A to point B, price pulled back within like 38.2%. And then we hit this 27, it pulled back and retested where it broke from before. And then it's continuing, hit this negative 61.8. Now we sitting, that's why I said we're the critical area, so we got to wait. So the DXY, we're waiting to see what's going to happen as far as that goes. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to gold because we had a nice move on gold last week. And if you see me flipping back and forth through charts, it's because I have different markups on different charts. So give me a second. So we were here last week on gold. And let me get to a lower time frame. The 13th, the 12th actually played out on the 13th. We were looking for price to give us this little pullback here because we had broke through so strongly up here on Friday, which was the Friday the 10th. We needed a pullback to retest this area where it broke from, and it did just that. So that if you caught that sell, I'm going to go in a little bit deeper so we can see it a little more. Let's see. So I was telling you guys, like literally to even get in this, you want to see price push through here, pull back, and then you can sell it down. Now I was thinking it was going to come. Let me pull this over here. We had two things. I was waiting for it to come down here to even think about taking the buy up. But the sell was a little quick sell that happened. And that sell that happened, if you took this trade, you could have gained about 150 pips off of this move. It never came down to this area, but it literally stopped right here at this area. And that was 150 pips that we took off of that trade. Now, as far as where we were looking for it to come to, it never came there. So I would just literally kind of like take a look, support and resistance zone right here. Okay. That little area right there, it bounced, made a double bottom. You guys can see that. I can go to the line chart. You can kind of see the double bottom here. Let me see if I can hide the drawings. Yeah, y'all can see it clearly right here. This double bottom formed right here. And then we pushed up. So I was saying watch price here for buy continuations. We never made it there. So your buy continuations really happened right up in here. And we bought all week. All week. Of course, there were pullbacks. And if you were the person to trade those pullbacks, knock yourself out. But literally, we took buy. So this buy played out totally. Let's see, if you took this buy off of this point, just to here was 398 pips. Okay. This trade was, if you took this buy, this was 492 pips. And if you took any of these buys up in here, we ended up, that's 801 pips. So gold was giving out nothing but super big moves, okay? Super big moves. And so what I see for this week, okay? What I see for this week, where we are, you see how we kind of like, let's see here, give me a second. You go to an hour time frame. Where we're sitting at now, we completed some structure. Okay, we completed a move here. Let me see if I can just kind of, we completed that move there, right? And we hit our negative 27 right here. We hit this negative 27. But where we are sitting at right now in gold, I'm expecting some consolidation to kind of happen right up in here before it either breaks back up or drops back down. I'm like, I'm on the fence. I never have just one bias, y'all. Y'all gotta have more than one bias because I'm telling you, the market will make you be like, okay, when you get to that point where you say, oh, I know that this is gonna happen, or I know that that's gonna happen. No, we don't know. We don't know, and I'm okay with that. I react to the market. When the market shows me its hand, then I execute and I shoot and I do what I got to do. So what I'm looking for from gold, that's a huge rejection right there. When it pushed down here, this pushed down, probably gapped down a little bit. We got some like indecision happening like right up in here. So for me to even execute anything, I'm gonna need to see this thing break through here strongly because this is a 4-hour resistance right here that's happening right now. Okay, it needs to break through here really strong and pull back for me in order for me to even think for 1 second that this thing is going to actually fire back up, and my take profit level would be looking like something like this. Okay, so watch this to see how price react, but we're gonna take a continued buy. We're gonna need to see this do this and push up. But honestly, we're due for a retest back this way. This is more so my this is more so what I'm looking for, this sale. Any questions about that, guys? Anybody got any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask. No questions? Okay. All right, cool. So, like I said, I'm more favorable of this sale because like we need a retest. Like if you go to the hour time frame, you'll see that we literally been pushing so bullish till it's crazy. Like we've been bullish, even on the 4-hour. It like shot through here like crazy on Friday because of all the news and the different things that was happening in the market. We got this nice bullish pressure completing out our structure. So now we need a retest. So this could consolidate here and then give us that push down. But never get in anything until you got confirmation. So like I said, I'm either waiting for price to break and retest this little minor trend line, or it could push down here some more and retest this trend line here to give us a small little structure move. And I ain't gonna call it a small structure move, is because if it retests this area, break and retest this area, that's 200 and some 230 pips back down. And even if you wait for the confirmation of it getting from here and it doesn't give you the retest up here, that's still over 100 pips. All right, so those are the setups I'm looking for on gold. All right, no questions. I'm gonna keep moving, y'all. This call gonna be super quick. All right. So last week we were here on GU. Let me pull up GU real quick. Okay, so we were here on GU last week. Okay, this was last week analysis, I'll say. All right, so we were right here. I had a fib. My fib was right here because that's the structure that it was giving me. This was my little pullback up in here. Can y'all see that? Or should I move this bars pattern out the way? Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I
Y'all
can see
there?
it. I can see it.
Awesome. All right. So like pushing through here, we had this pullback. So my fib was set right up in this area. We hit this negative 27 and then the market reversed and pulled back again, and then now it's firing back off again. What I'm gonna do is move my fib from right here to right here. So if we were right in this area, we end up getting, let's see, let me look at this. Let me go back to a lower time frame so you can see a little more information. It was I told you guys, like, we could get some consolidation before firing up, and that's what we did. So like Friday, let's see, Monday, this was Sunday. Okay, so we end up getting this move to push up Sunday for 167 pips just to that point, okay? Then the market consolidated, played around, wouldn't break this level of resistance, pushed back down, okay, giving us another entry to catch this buy off of this trend line bounce and the zone. And then that was another 194 pips, okay? So where we are right now, I'm still expecting it to get up to this negative 27 at least. I'm expecting it, and because it's close to this zone, it might go up there and touch it, okay? But definitely negative 27. So looking at where we are right now, but I'm just telling you, like, only way that I'm really, really like gonna take and fire on this move is if I see price strongly push up out of here, retest it, and then I'm gonna say, okay, I'm in for this buy up here. Otherwise, it could pull back. Now, let me look and see. We got some divergence. I don't know if you know about divergence, but it's just when two things do the opposite thing. So we got divergence on the RSI. I'm sure we got it on the MACD as well. I just don't have it pulled up on this chart. We got divergence there. So we could see some pullback before getting any kind of continued buys to complete that structure for last week. All right. So the thing is, what you could do is just set your alerts. Don't sit there and watch it all night and all day. Set your alerts and wait for the market to come to you. It opened up. Let me see. Did we open up with a big gap? Well, so far it's just kind of pushing back down right here. So we could see what happened here. But if we get here, this is the flip side. Once again, if we see the market want to come back and give us an even better entry for this push back up, then guess what? We're gonna wait and let this break and retest, and we can take the sell down for like a nice 80-some pips. Okay, so those are my two biases. Of course, I'm more strongly biased on the buy because I know some structure has not completed, but we just have to adjust to whatever the market shows us this week. Okay. I will give y'all more information on DXY as I watch it a little bit more because it's just like not super, super clear because of where it's sitting at. What else did I mark up? What else did I look at? I think we went over NAS. Did I put NAS in the group last week? I did. I did put NAS.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay, let me see. NAS 100. I'm just trying to see what chart. I got 3 different charts up here, bro. All right, so NAS, this is not the chart. Let's see here. Give me a second, guys. IWA. See if it's on this chart. Like, I know I remember posting this markup, but Let's see. Nevertheless, I don't really see that markup. I'm trying to see what chart it was. This is when you got to organize your charts better. Is it on my backtest study chart? I don't think so. But anyway, we're just gonna we'll go over it anyway. Does anybody else on here trade now? Since I know Vincent, I know you traded some time. Anybody else on here trade now? Honeycut, what's up, bro?
How you doing, Sharay, boss?
I'm doing amazing. I ain't heard from you in a minute.
Yeah.
Good hearing from you, bro. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out where is that at. Give me a second. All right, so here we go, guys. We are actually on the right pair at this time. So look, this is like I said, right up in this area. Let me go back to a higher time frame so we can see. I know that was weird, but here we go. Let me pull this back. All right, so we had a breaker structure right in here. All right. This breaker structure in here, price pushing up, it's already pushing up. Just like that's Nate, right? Nate, you there? You on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, that's Nate. Okay, I know your voice. I thought that was Nate. Okay, so it still got kind of the same thing happening. Same explanation I just explained on GU is looking like the same thing on that. So this right here, I would literally be looking for this buy. Let's see. Yep, and you could take this up to the negative 27. It already pushed here. Let me see. This was last Friday. We consolidated right here, but when it opened up, it gapped up, pushed up, and we're already here. Now, listen, this is going back to what I said about GU, because they look very similar. I'm gonna pull this here, put that same zone there. Now, I ain't telling nobody to jump in at this present moment because I don't believe in jumping in just anywhere. I like to get a good entry because I don't like drawdown too much, okay? But for me to get in this trade, like I was telling y'all just on GU, I want to see price break strongly, if it come on and click, strongly above here, and then I'll take it to this 27. And that'll be a nice little move right quick. What, 140 something points? Just nice. All right. So I'm going to go down to a 15-minute time frame and I'm going to, only way I'm going to sell this is if price literally breaks this low right up in here, retest, and then I'll carry it down to this area, which could be a retesting of this area that was broken previously. Anybody lost on anything I'm saying or got any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So that's pretty much it. Now, like I was telling y'all, the DXY, I would literally, I need to look at that bad boy a little bit more because he's sitting in a little area that's like, yeah, a little more information on it. We got plenty of red folder news this week on the US dollar. So keep all of that. I even think they're talking about interest rates and stuff this week. It's a lot going on. So definitely keep your eyes and ears open and we'll definitely talk more in the chat. But yeah, that's it. And I'll give a markup on US 30 as well. These are the ones that I was able to really look at. And that's pretty much it. Anybody got any questions, comments, anything?
Thanks, Sharay.
No problem, bro. We're gonna be on here every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing the markups, doing this call for the week, and just so we can get some clarity and understanding of what the market. It is open to the public, so invite people, invite your friends. I don't care if they traders, teachers, whoever they are, they can all come on here. Nobody is excluded. This is for the masses to learn, and we just give back and help others. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always a student.
Oh, for sure, bro. Yeah, definitely. And that's why you're gonna always win. because you always a student. I'm a student right now myself. So I never stop learning. We're going to always be learning, and the market's going to keep on giving us more information, and we're going to keep learning, and that edge going to get tighter, and we're going to keep on getting this bread. All right?
Exactly.
I'm trying to get.
Yes.
I'm about to get $2 million accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's listen, you the man, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
6,500 a pop. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Listen. Hey, y'all. I'm Sharay Crain from Impact Wealth Academy, your favorite female Forex trader. And I didn't get a chance to introduce myself at the beginning of the video, but here I am now introducing myself. Guys, I hope you got something out of this video. Make sure you thumbs it up, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that are going to be uploaded. Also, go to our impactwealthacademy.podia.com website. There is courses there. There's everything that you need. Private mentorship, anything that you need is already there. And I will see you guys in the markets. Peace.